Hey guys, Omni here. We are back for episode 16 of the final season of The Walking Dead. This is our last episode before we go on break for the final 8 episodes when the show returns in the fall. This is our second mid-season finale. It's been an interesting way this thing has been kind of parsed out in the way they've been given this extended season and whatnot. I'm really curious to see where things go because everything, the tensions are high between all these communities, everything that's been going on. Leah is back in the mix. And she's met up with Lance, so that's definitely not going to bode well for Maggie. And I really just want to see how this all boils over and how this leaves us as we go into this long break as we wait for fall to come to see how this concludes. So we're going to go ahead and jump into things. So if you're part of the 75% of people that watch the channel, you're not yet subscribed, maybe you've been lurking, maybe you're new, maybe by the end of this, if you enjoy the reaction, you'll hit that button and hit subscribe. That said, if you want to see the full-length, unedited reaction for this episode or any of the previous ones, you can check those out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, it gets you access as well. So one of the ways you can help support us over here, help us work towards expanding the types of reactions that we do, the amount, and improve the overall quality of the videos that come to you guys over on YouTube. You know, along with the reactions to this and all the other shows we cover, you also get exclusive movie watch-alongs over there where you actually get to make suggestions and then vote on what we add to the list at the end of each month. Got some monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage. I try to make it worth your while since you guys are going out of your way to support the channel. Really do appreciate you guys, but I know not everybody can do that. And a simple way you can help us out is just by liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing these videos, and help us with that dreaded YouTube algorithm. That all said and down the way, guys, let's hop into episode 16, Acts of God. Woo. All right, here we go. What? Those locusts? Is that the act of God? A plague? We're gonna get a flashback. Bet you wondered how we got here. You know, we've heard about all these spinoffs and stuff, but I feel like it's been a really long time since we've got an update on the Rick film. I just like seeing his silhouette in the opening reminded me of that. What's the deal with that? Where are we going? How that's gonna fit in? You know, the flagship's ending. You know, a lot of our major players that would interact with Rick when he returns, if he returns, are going to be scattered to the wind. 19 hours and 1 act of gotta go. Oh, nice sense of humor, editor. I like that. Oh.
I just can't stop thinking about what happens after we do this. This place pushes on people to keep things the same. Worry they'll keep pushing till we all break.
We'll see. The hell? Did I miss something? What are they doing?
Have you checked Charleston yet? There's a rumor up on the rooftops they trade for weapons and stuff.
And Daryl didn't even fucking flinch right there. That's how you know you've been in it for a while, man. Nothing. Oh, his fist went through this one. Oh, that sucks. Daryl's just like, that's nice. You got this. I wouldn't help him. Fuck him.
13 miles past last outpost. Second location is cleared. One more to go.
We don't really see these guys' face that often, so either A, he's going to be somebody we're going to need to remember, or B, Daryl's going to make this personal. Now, what are they doing? Like, where are they going? I mean, this is like 90% a hilltop right here.
Seems like it's getting closer.
The swarm's coming. Swarm.
Oh, you made it. This way.
Where are they going? Maybe to meet up with the survivors from that one building that they purged.
Things are coming together.
You know, this is such a convenient team up that they would run into one another and both have this vendetta against Maggie. What was that reaction to the swarm?
Okay, this thing is stuck.
Oh wow, this sucks. Having to hide in like this dirt hole. This is why she said he wouldn't like it.
I need you to stay here with Herschel.
with those others. Keep them away from Hilltop and safe until this is over.
He doesn't exactly trust me, you know.
But I'm starting to.
Oh,
You saved him. At Riverbend. Whatever else happens. Whatever else has happened.
so many people fucking doubted me about this.
Big balls, Maggie Ray. I got you. And I got your boy.
I knew it was going this way, man. I love it.
Oh, shit. But that ain't a sign from the man upstairs.
Oh no, it's here. You can see the shadows on the ground. Jeez, dude.
You at the second location?
Clearly not now.
Finish, then head back.
I think this is a wild goose chase to keep them separated and busy long enough for them to do what they need to do and finish. Yeah, about this. This is 100% a kill box. And they're all staying on the perimeter. Yeah, Daryl's starting to pick up on it. Yeah, our guys ain't stupid, man. Yeah, guy, his face mask's off. We're gonna have a moment with him, I bet.
Cover me!
Jeez, man. It's random slow-mo.
Moving up! Cover me! Cover me!
Oh, great. Man, it's tense, man. I'm liking it.
Where's Hornsby?
Screw you.
You got a choice here, man.
I didn't want to clear the field.
Clear the field? Leave only allies behind.
Ah. I was like, what did he mean?
You there?
Which I guess that should have been obvious, but I don't know why that wasn't the first thing I went to. Eat shit, Lance. That tune in the score, that pulsing, well, pulse of the episode is still ringing in the background right now, keeping that tension going, man.
Max, if you're having a bad day, you can tell me. I do get it, you know.
Man, I hope she doesn't get caught.
Of course, I love your out-of-the-box thinking, but any extra funds go right back into the event. It's our biggest day of the year.
You really should get going. You've got that 5 o'clock dinner.
See, I'm wondering if that was like a little bit of her hesitation coming through. Like, did she actually have that, or was that a test to see if maybe like a test of Pam's character, like if there's hope for a better tomorrow without taking her down? But I think that gave her the answer she needed, that Pam doesn't care about the people, man. She just cares about the way things are going. This beat, man, it's keeping me fidgety. Max, come on. Come on.
She's actually at a work dinner, but I can get word to her for you.
Yeah, why don't you go get word to her for me?
Did I miss something? Am I forgetting something? What's got him so, like, disheveled?
Sorry, Sebastian, but I was actually on my way out.
You never stop.
I mean, last time I remember seeing him was when Daryl didn't really back him up on his zombie slaying skills back at the police station or whatever. Have we seen him since then? Is my memory just... Yeah, like, he just looks like something's rocked him.
Caffeine.
Okay. Are we good? Are we okay? God, he makes me so fucking nervous, man. Maybe not so much if it was around one of the people that we know, like, has been in the shit and would give him some shit back. But Max, such a timid soul. I don't know how that would go. You know, the locus for this stealth mission is good sound cover for these guys too, because that shit's loud. But I mean, there's nobody here, right? I mean, why would there be anybody here? Get fucked! Oh shit, man.
We can recover any of their weapons. Follow the trail back to their camp, and then we end this.
On it. You ready, bud?
Dude, he's dead. He's so dead. Oh my god, man. It was like that. That was so telegraphed. Fucking Terminator ass over here. Get out of here, Leah. Get out. I don't even remember this dude's name. I really hope Leah gets it, man. I'm so over her at this point. That's one thing I do have to give these shows, man. It's the makeup artists that they have on this show is they're just so good. 'Cause that was one good looking zombie, man. And there we are, back at the opening.
Leah, what the hell was that?
I drew them out. I'm doing this my way.
Your way got my men killed.
Collateral damage.
Oh, she knew that would be some bullshit.
I got others fanned out over a 20-mile.
Man, Lance has no control over this situation, man, and I'm enjoying every second of it. They should, I mean, I know he's not a walker, but I was like, they should probably goop up just in case. Yeah, see? I mean, might as well.
We'll set traps for them.
Leah's traps. Yep. Making their stumbling up on her camp.
What is it? Leah.
Okay. Just making sure. I was like, I don't know who else it would be, to be honest, but...
Couple more ground.
I don't know about splitting up, Daryl, but I ain't gonna tell you how to do your job.
We can handle ourselves, Maggie, okay? We'll draw them away too, and then when everyone's safe, we'll just go meet up with the others.
I'll find you. Go.
I hope they're okay. Man, I love this drum beat. I know we've heard it a lot this season so far, but I love it, and it always brings me back to Predator. And again, it's rhythmic, like it's tension building, like that what we heard earlier, just a different variation of it. Well, Leah, I hate to tell you, you don't have a spinoff, so you're gonna die. Or it'll be a plot thread that hangs over into the next quarter. Third.
What about these numbers?
Whoops.
They look like codes? Maybe coordinates?
And just like before, that beat is still in the background.
We need a key to crack the code. Until we have that, I'll write about Sebastian's heist. And hanging around Pamela's neck.
I'll get the ball rolling.
I thought we could use help, so I told him to come.
Sorry, I'm late.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Mercer, to be honest, but then I was like, I can't imagine she would have been in touch with Mercer, though.
Ready and willing to ride at dawn.
And bringing it all together, them working at the paper, the stuff with Eugene, her being in the catering, everything, to him opening that illegal hospital.
Let's ride.
All right. Oh, man. Man, the confidence it would take to do that and let that get that close before you defended yourself is immeasurable. But it's that or give away your position. I heard footsteps behind her. At least that's what it sounded like. That fucking slasher sting. Why would she reposition when she was already in line of sight like that? Like a straight line from the line of that tree probably would have made more sense. At least you'd have the cover of that tree, not running between these things when she knows where you are. I don't know. That didn't seem like a smart play. Alright, well, I guess it paid off in the end anyway. But she didn't. Yeah, okay. She wants to savor this, I guess. I was like, well, she could have just killed Maggie when she had her.
I have waited for this moment for a long time.
Where are they at? This isn't Leah's old cabin, is it? Or just some random ass cabin?
It's not just you. By the time I'm done, everyone you love will be dead.
You okay? What's that? Is Leah, the ex-military, the ex-mercenary, going to die because she couldn't tie a knot? Please. God damn. Jeez. Yeah, somebody's gonna come in and pop her off. She's getting damn close, though. Ah, right in the head? Damn. Maybe I'm a sadist, but I'm kind of a little disappointed that she didn't comprehend her loss. Let alone to know that it was Daryl that had to put her down. Just like that, lights out. Oh, looks like he found one of Leah's traps. Dude, how's he gonna explain any of this? So many of his troops are dead. He's got this big ass gash on his face. Damn. Oh, wow. That is a one way to print a headline. Literally like 2/3 of the page. Oh, no. Damn, dude. I mean, no one's there to... Well, I mean, there's people there, but none of our leadership is there. Man, I've been saying this the whole time. What is there here at Hilltop still to save? Good job, guys. Congrats. You got wood. Oh yeah, man, I keep forgetting about Oceanside. Isn't Dan Fogler's character supposed to be here? Which I'll talk about that here in a minute, actually. Yeah, I remembered something I read today, like right after I said that. Like I'm pretty sure that was addressed. I don't know. Did I read it today or yesterday? I can't remember. But I forgot about it for a hot minute until I remembered. But apparently, he wasn't in the season at all up until this point because he was too busy filming. Because like last time I remember that character, like he went to go be with that girl he was into over at Oceanside, so he kind of left to go over there. We hadn't really seen him at all, and that's because he's been filming Fantastic Beasts. But he did assure us that his character would return for the latter half, or the final third, rather. So I'm curious to see. Though I don't know how many people are like missing him in this, but I think he's a treat. I like Dan. I just like him as an actor, you know. I just like to see it. I'm surprised like he became a recurring character for that matter. But this episode, Leah, we say goodbye. Like I mentioned, and I don't know if it's just messed up for me, but I wanted her to know what happened. I wanted her to know she was defeated. I wanted her to know who took her down. I wanted her to know that Maggie won. But no, well, yeah, she thought she had her, and then right in the back of the head. Sometimes this is how it is, man. But I don't know. I guess we'll never really know if really we really don't know how their conflict started. You know, Maggie painted them as this group that kind of came in and just kind of took everything. But there was always this underlying tone in her conversations with everybody and Negan that probably wasn't 100% true. I still have a sneaking suspicion that Maggie was actually the instigator. Because throughout the entire season up until this point, there's been a lot of that. Like, how are we the same between Maggie and Negan? The more responsibility and the more that she's had to take on to protect her people is kind of how they've started to bond, and how she's started to kind of rationalize Negan's past behaviors, but also acknowledge that, you know, he's changed since then. You know, even though he doesn't regret what he does and he would do it again as he submitted himself, but her being a leader and going through all these things, and her becoming the leader of this rogue group that got involved with the Reapers in the first place, she's learned a little bit of that mindset, and she understands Negan in a way she didn't before. Whether she wanted to admit it or not, we saw it. It was in the way she talked, the way she acted, the way she treated her people, the way she treated Negan. And there's so many naysayers saying this wasn't going to happen, that she'd never forgive him, that she'd never, you know, work with him. And here we are. She uttered the words, "I'm starting to trust you." And I mean, what more can you say? They're getting a spinoff together. So, this is funny, man. Because I remember one person was really heated about just the fact that I was talking about how they were starting to see eye to eye, and they were like, "It's all over the writing and the subtext. The writing's on the wall. She's never going to see eye to eye with this monster. She'll never forgive him," which is true. I'm sure she'll never forgive him, but doesn't mean they can't work past it in a different way. And I just love it. I don't know, some karma. I like it. Trust him enough to like leave her son with him. Some good shit, man. And yeah, with the leaders, or at least the majority leaders of these other communities, you know, like not Oceanside. Oceanside has still predominantly been independent on its own, but Hilltop, Alexandria, their leaders are in the wind. Whether most of the people we know that was in the council back at Alexandria are either AWOL from the Commonwealth and what's going on, you know, Gabriel, Aaron, Daryl, and then the rest have just been living in the Commonwealth. So, like, who's really left there to really do much against this invasion, this takeover? And what's Lance's response going to be when he comes back to this shitstorm with the Miltons? That their escapades, or at least Sebastian's getting plastered on the wall. And what had Sebastian so worked up in this episode? Like, am I really not remembering something? He seemed like something really was under his skin. Like, more than usual. Like, something went wrong with something he was doing, and I wonder what that was. We'll probably have to wait to find out. If anything at all, that could have just been a zany night of his for whatever reason. We know he's kind of not the most stable of people. I was really worried for Max in that situation when he caught her, because, you know, had it been one of the people we've been following for a while, like Ezekiel, Carol, Eugene even, I was like, they probably hold their own. They'll be fine. But Max, like, she's green as all hell, man. I was so worried about that, how that situation was going to play. I really got to give it to the score in this episode, too, for keeping... I wouldn't even say keeping, because I think the scenes themselves were pretty tense in the way they were choreographed and framed and all of that, and paced. But the score, with those two separate repeating themes throughout, rhythms that kept the pulse of the episode flowing, it constantly had me a little bit on edge. And I love when the music can kind of do that and really kind of add some nice little flair to what's going on screen. I feel like in a lot of TV shows, the score in the background can usually be inconsequential or an afterthought a lot of the time, but definitely not here. So I think it goes to show, like, if I notice it, because it's not something I ever actively pay attention to, but I did hear. So I think that's credit in and of itself that I was able to catch it. So this whole, like, act of God thing, like with the locusts, didn't really seem like it really played into it. And I'm not exactly sure what symbolism it was really meant to have. I know they were like, she kept looking up to it. Obviously, she's a believer. You know, there were a whole religious group was what the Reapers were all kind of centered around. So, like, I don't know what she saw it as God's retribution on Earth, possibly. But then when she's there side to side with Maggie, she's like, it's just nature. It's just how it happens. And then Maggie's like, yeah, and it's not. No, she said, no, it's not nature. It's also not fate. It's us. So, like, are they the force of nature? Are they the act of God? Are they just this chaos? Is the sound, the screeching, like, rampantness of this swarm all representative of this, like, vitriol between these two people? Maybe that's what they were getting across. I don't know. It was really interesting. I still think it's extremely funny that Leah, like I mentioned earlier, the ex-military, the ex-mercenary, got taken down because she didn't tie a good enough knot. Damn. It's kind of funny, man. Yeah. All the stuff going on. We didn't see Mercer at all in this episode. I really do think that they're going to be building up to a takeover. I mean, it's got to be. I mean, we got most of the people, like, they can't even go back to their communities. So I think, like, a lot of what's going to happen is, like, I definitely feel like we're going to build up to a downfall of the Miltons, a downfall of Hornsby, and a takeover of the Commonwealth. Though I don't know who's going to be left behind maybe to lead the other communities, and I don't know how that's going to pan out. Because right now, the only people I know are not going to, one, die, so it did take a little bit of the tension out of some of the scenes in here, like especially the ones with Daryl and Maggie, because I know they're getting their own spinoffs. So there wasn't a whole lot of tension there while it was still in the scene. I knew they were safe. But I don't know about, Aaron, Ezekiel, well, I know about Carol. But Gabriel, Lydia, Elijah, there's a lot of people we don't really know about right now. So I'm just wondering how that's going to play out. Like with the habit, are they just going to consolidate the communities into the Commonwealth when they take over? I don't know. We'll see. I'm really excited to see what happens in this final bit. It's going to be tense. It's got to be, man. Like, there can't be very much room to walk, It's got to be all snip and snap, and we got to take care of these Miltons. We got to take care of Lance. I mean, they don't really have the luxury of wiggle room right now. They don't have their communities. They're out in the wind. And then we got our people on the inside, which they know exactly who printed that. So they're going to get pressed. So I feel like this final 8 episodes is probably going to be dense. And there's going to be a lot of meat and a lot of fun in this back half. The final bit. It's got to be, man. Oof. And I still don't know how this all plays out, because I think like Lance knows about Sebastian's whole thing. So they got their own little whatever going on. So we have these internal factions within the Commonwealth already kind of vying for control. And this is all happening without I assume without Pam even knowing. I think she's perfectly fine with the status quo, the way things is, keeping her status. And she's just ignorant to the way it's been manipulated. I don't think she cares one way or the other as long as things keep operating the way they've been operating. But that her inaction is being taken advantage of by people like her son, people like Lance. And this ignorance of this, like, growing, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Resistance that's kind of growing in their downtrodden. I mean, these last 8 episodes, I have to imagine are going to be pretty nuts, and I can't wait to see it. Guys, I don't really know what else to say. We got a long break till fall, man. Guys, what did you think of this episode? What did you think of these 8 episodes? What do you think about Leah? What do you think about Lance? What do you think about everything that's going on? And how do you think things are going to play out from here? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Feel free to join our Discord. We can talk about it there as well. Links to that on socials and down below. But if you want to see the full-length reaction to this episode, remember you can check that out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, it gets you access to those as well. And speaking of, before we go, I do want to shout out our channel legends: Mandy Sherritt, Ryan Karen, Philly Vane, Yori, Corey Scott, Margaret Grace, Mary Bradley, Nate Prouty, and Melita. Thank you guys, as always, for your continued support. And everybody who's been tuning in for this series here and all the others here on the channel. Thank you guys for making this what it is. It's been a lot of fun. I've been really enjoying the season, and I think it's been a lot of fun reacting to it, too. I know it was a little hazy on whether this was going to go smoothly or not with our track record with AMC, but honestly, maybe I don't want to jinx it, but they've been pretty quiet. So thank you guys for if you're watching, for letting us be. It's been a blast, man. So guys, that's it for now, and I'll see you either in the next video, or for some of you guys, I'll see you all when we're back for the final 8 episodes of The Walking Dead. Take care, everybody.